Hello and welcome back. And here's another one for the Turtles fans out there. This is the Loyal Subjects Best Action Casey Jones figure. This is the second figure I purchased from the Best Action line. The first was the Beetlejuice animated figure, and that figure was okay, nothing to write home about. Let's get Casey open and see what he has to offer. First, a look at the back of the box, where the write-up tells us he has 31 points of articulation. And we get an overview of his golf bag, his various weapons, alternate unmasked head, and a couple of alternate hands. The inner bubble shows you everything that was pictured on the back of the box. And you can also use the cardboard backdrop from inside the box to display the figure on if you like. Has the Turtles logo on the bottom with Casey Jones on the side. This Casey Jones looking very much like his original appearances, very 80s looking in that cut-off hoodie, his tattered sweatpants, sneakers, hockey mask. He's got his shoulder pad molded on. His golf bag is a separate piece. You can remove that. Both of the hands on him are gripping hands, and he does come with a set of alternate fist hands, as well as an alternate unmasked head, which looks very much like his comic book appearance. He comes with all his usual implements with which to inflict bodily harm. He's got the hockey stick with the tape around it. He's got another hockey stick. I'm no hockey expert, but I believe this thicker stick is a goalie stick, right? You hockey guys can let me know. Dave C., is this a goalie stick? I think it is. And then, of course, he has his faithful Louisville Slugger with the tip broken off. And those can all fit very easily in the golf bag, though they do stick out a bit. I think the golf bag might have had to be a little bit deeper. One thing to note is that all these weapons are very flexible. You can bend them back and forth. Very, very flexible plastic. I assume that's so you can get them in and out of his hands without breaking anything. So just be aware of that. If anything comes out crooked, you can easily just do the hot and cold trick and bend them back into place. So for articulation, head's on a ball joint, cannot go 360 due to the hair sculpt as well as the shoulder pad. He's got shoulders on a ball joint, bicep cut. The wrists, of course, can spin 360 because the hands are removable. He's got double jointed elbows, but man, there's a lot of exposed plastic in those double jointed elbows. Those don't look good at all. He's got waist, but it's really tight. Hips, thigh cut. That's no good. I see what people mean about these Best Action figures. This is only the second one I've had, and it's not great. He's also got a double jointed knee, which again has a lot of exposed plastic. The feet are on a pin, so they can pivot and rock, but for some reason the feet pop off as well, and the pin goes in at an angle. So yeah, a lot of stuff pops off when you try to move them around. And I also noticed the paint has been flaking off this guy like crazy. Not because of the paint on the outside, but they paint the connection points where the hands and feet go in. And there's also some paint on the ball joints on the neck. You can see that's all molded in blue, and they've painted the flesh color around it. So yeah, a lot of paint on different pivot points that tends to flake off as you manipulate this guy. For size comparison, here's how Casey measures up against Turtles figures from various other lines from Super 7, Playmates, and NECA. As you can see, he's middle of the road at about 5 inches high. So that's it for my look at the Casey Jones Best Action figure, and my opinion is meh. Just like the Beetlejuice figure, this is nothing to write home about. Don't pay more than retail if you're collecting these, and honestly, I don't even think they're worth the $20 retail price. The plastic feels cheap, the paint flecking off, the limbs and appendages that pop off when you try to pose it. Construction on these just feels really cheap. So after this and Beetlejuice, I think I'm done experimenting with the Best Action line. I've seen enough, and that'll be it for me. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.